Good morning. This regular meeting of the Lone Star College System Board of Trustees is now called to order at 10:31 a.m. We'll now have the Pledge of Allegiance. I've asked the Lone Star College Foundation Director Nicole Goche to give the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Members, I'll now do a roll call. Trustee Saldivar is absent. Trustee Wilson. Thank you. Trustee Broussard.
Present.
Thank you. Trustee Stoma is absent. Trustee Mesa.
Here.
Thank you. Trustee Murillo. Thank you. Trustee Vogt. Thank you. Trustee Kane.
Present.
Thank you. And Mike Sullivan present. We have a quorum. Chancellor Castillo, has notice for this meeting been posted?
Chairman Sullivan, I certify that the notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the law.
Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is public comment, and Mr. Frassinat, Board Counsel, before we call anyone up to speak, could you walk us through process and procedure for presentation and trustee responses to public speakers, please?
Sure, Chairman. Just as a reminder, under the Open Meetings Act, the board isn't able to respond or engage with public speakers, particularly with matters that are not on the agenda. So you're here to listen to the speakers and take whatever information they want to provide. But the board isn't able to engage in dialogue back and forth with the speakers. To the extent there's factual information that can be provided to the speakers, the chancellor's office can handle that after the meeting, as the case may be.
Thank you very much. Ms. Barnett, has anyone signed up to offer public comment?
Yes, Chair, we have 4 public speakers today. In person, with our first one being Dr. Tawfiq Olanade.
Okay, and as he makes his way to the podium, I'll read this. Welcome. In accordance with board policy, each speaker is allowed to speak for up to 5 minutes. There is a timer on the podium with lights. When the light turns red, your time has expired.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, all of you. I will say once again, buenos dias to Spanish speaking people. I came to United States, my school in United States, till I become a doctor. And I told my son, you got to go to community college like I did before you go to university. But my son's encounter with Dr. Carrari was so abusive that I cannot even imagine this situation. When they call me from work, when I call, I say, I'm looking for Dean for Student Affairs. They directed me to Dr. Carrari. The way he was talking to me, I say, you are not competent for the position you are in. I don't even know his qualification. Oh, if somebody put Dr. Carrari there to be the dean instructor for science, physical science, and engineering with a philosophy degree, that's a hard degree. It's not qualified. You are killing our children just to pay your own bill. Let's put that one aside. All the stuff on the line is not going together. I keep on looking. I told my son, drop the class. He said, Daddy, I'm going to make it. Because my first son came here to Lone Star. You can go and check his record. They exempted him from college algebra when he did the placement test. My wife graduated from here because I told him what to do before he got his degree from UOB. He make $220,000 a year. But if you are putting your family to a job they don't qualify for, you are messing up our children's life. I go to court. I don't go back. Dr. Carrari abused my son to the extent that after doing a test, he will not see, he just see the grade. He will not see the review of the grade. If he lying to you, I recorded, I take a picture of everything. There's no point for me to lie. When my wife came down here, I didn't come to you because they act right. But when you don't act right, I have to come to the board because the president or the chancellor may be related to people they put into jobs, so they have the power to do anything they want. I'm not saying that's the assumption. Dr. Karari Abiu was out of control. But I'm going to say something to you. For all your lawyers, Dr. Karari violated the federal law. We don't have a federal law no more. It violated the state law of my son's right of school. Nobody should not be exposed to see their examination. When they finish, it's wrong. And that's what, even to the extent they deviated from syllabus. When I called the dean, the chair, oh, we have a lot of things doing. We changed syllabus so many times. We don't even know we deviated from it. He can appeal. As soon as we appeal, Dr. Karari respond. That's the final grade. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You don't deviate. Go and look at your section. Go and look at your VG academic appeals. VG 13, based for academic appeal. You don't deviate from the syllabus. You don't change the rule of the game in the middle of the game, which Dr. Karari did to fail my son. It's wrong. We are to encourage them to be a better person in life. Please help. Somebody must be related to Dr. Karari to get that position. It's not qualified for it. For real. You cannot put a history professor to be in charge of physics. That is wrong. Give them, I want to see how we accept the final exam, which is comprehensive, and the homework we do, 50-50. Then before I accept the final exam we did, I want to see whether they manipulate the answers. Then anything that come out of it, that's final. Once again, I repeat myself, the classwork, 50%, and the final exam, which is comprehensive, 50%, will be my son's grade. I'm not going to go further. Chancellor, please look into people you sign for a position that they qualify for it. The chair of the maths department in Kingwood, the guy is, he doesn't have a master's, only 18 credit hours in maths. The teacher that taught my son got a bachelor degree in first degree, and he got a MAT, Master Art of Teaching, and he's teaching math. He qualified because the law requires him to teach for junior college. Sir, I'm begging you, if we don't do it right, the future of the children is at stake. Don't let these people sit down there and be paying their own bill, and our children will be in debt forever. Hey, when I came here, I delivered bread for Mrs. Bear for 19 years. And I still went to school. I went to Houston Community College till I get my PhD. You remember? Nobody knows tomorrow. And we say it in Spanish, yo no sé mañana. Sir, I lived everything. I gave it to Mrs. Fatima, how they deviate, how everything was done wrong. I gave it to them, to give it to you, to look at it. The law says they must not deviate, and you must not discriminate. And when next time I come, I tell you the reason why you deviate. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Ms. Barnett, do we have a second speaker?
Yes, our second speaker is Dr. John Bergdorf here in person.
You heard the disclaimer of 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. I am Dr. John Bergduff, President of the American Federation of Teachers here at Lone Star College. Sine die, no days left. Monday was the closing session of the 89th Texas Legislature, and after 5 months of frenzied activity, the Capitol in Austin now sits quiet. This session saw a dizzying array of legislation, and higher education was right in the spotlight all spring. It is going to take some time before all of us can fully take in what all the consequences to Lone Star will be. So I will make only some brief and preliminary remarks for now. Although there is much critical legislation to comprehend, I'm going to focus today on Senate Bill 37. SB 37 passed its final vote just this past Saturday after a number of last-minute changes, which most of us, most definitely including myself, have not yet fully digested. This much can be said with certainty. SB 37 dramatically shifts decision-making authority in ways higher education has never seen before. Respectfully addressing the members of the board, SB 37 shifts into your hands hiring and promotion decisions that have historically been the purview of the administration and curriculum decisions that have historically been in the hands of the faculty. My appeal to you is one that I believe you will agree with. Please use your new authority cautiously. Rely on the wisdom of administrators and faculty that will be presenting proposals for you to approve. The work of a college is done in the trenches by the professors in the classes, the staff who support students outside of class, and the administrators who coordinate all of that activity. You are likely to face new pressures from outside sources who have never taught a class or advised a student, but who think they know how education should be run. Stand strong and trust your employees. In return, your employees, especially those of us in the union, will stand strong for you. To the college presidents in the room, I would like to speak on behalf of my siblings who serve on our faculty senates. SB 37 gives you the obligation to appoint officers and members to the faculty senates, upending a long tradition of independence in shared government. With all respect and appreciation for your considerable talents and accomplishments, the collective voice of your faculty is critical to the success of our colleges, and that voice needs to be as clear and bold as it can possibly be. Your leadership is strongest when you listen to voices that ask you the hardest questions. As you are now tasked with these appointments, I'd like to propose a model based on Europe's constitutional monarchies. Legally, King Charles appoints the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. However, he only has one candidate, the man or woman chosen by his or her peers to take that role. Under British practice and tradition, the King accepts the Prime Minister the people have chosen through a fair and open election. I hope you will follow that model to preserve the autonomous voice of your faculty as much as possible under this new law. We and our students face many challenges due to decisions made in Austin and also Washington, most especially the loss of in-state tuition for our DACA students. Unequivocally, I believe that Senate Bill 37 is a very unfortunate mistake that will hurt the viability of higher education in Texas. What we can control at Lone Star College is how we handle the dynamics of shifting power. If we do so wisely and prudently, trusting the folks who do the work every day, we can still be a place where employees thrive and students can get the support they need to achieve their dreams. Thank you so much for your kind consideration.
Thank you very much. Ms. Barnett, if you'd call the third speaker, please.
Okay, this is for Sataro O'Neill Thomas.
Okay, I'm going to read this while you walk up as a formality. Welcome. In accordance with board policy, each speaker is allowed to speak for up to 5 minutes. There's a timer on the podium with lights. When the light turns red, your time has expired. Thank you. Please proceed.
Good morning. To the Board of Trustees of Lone Star College System, to Chancellor Mario Castillo, and the community. My name is Sataro O'Neill Thomas, and I'm here as an advocate for my sorority sister, Dr. Sherelle Laster. We serve together in Xi Alpha Omega here in Houston, and I have always known Dr. Laster to be kind, Christian, and a friend. Dr. Laster is a 25-year Silver Star member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She is a servant leader, a hard worker, and her credibility is unmatched. I've seen Sherelle present at numerous events locally, regionally, and across this nation. She always does a superior job because she is well prepared. Dr. Laster is prepared when she teaches a class. She's prepared when she's sharing information about health and nutrition because she wants the best for everyone. Dr. Laster is prepared when we are serving the community, packing backpacks for underprivileged children. And I'm sure she's equally prepared here at Lone Star because that's just who she is. At a conference Dr. Laster and I attended 2 years ago in New Orleans, I was trying to convince Sherelle to stay an extra day so we can get some more beignets. Sherelle continued to brush her hair back into her ponytail after putting on her work suit and told me without hesitation that she needed to catch the next flight because she had prepared to go to work. Our 556 chapter members speak very highly and respect Sherelle Laster. She's my roommate when we travel, and I'm never concerned if she's going to pay me for her half of the room because she's honest, reliable, and of course, she's prepared. Lone Star College, you're blessed to have Dr. Sherelle Laster as part of your faculty. I'm sure if you ask the Lone Star system, faculty, and students, I'm sure everyone here speaks highly of her, as we do in Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and as I do as her friend. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. And Ms. Barnett, if you'd announce the fourth and last speaker, please.
This is for Dr. Margie Blount.
And I'll read this again. Welcome. In accordance with board policy, each speaker is allowed to speak for up to 5 minutes. There is a timer on the podium with lights. When the light turns red, your time has expired. Thank you. Please proceed.
Good morning to Chancellor Castillo and members of the Board of Trustees and esteemed guests. My name is Dr. Margie Blount, and I have the honor of serving as President-elect of the Houston Lady Lions Club. I come before you today to speak in support of a truly outstanding leader, Dr. Sherelle Laster. Dr. Laster currently serves our organization as a membership chair and has recently been elected as vice president. Her dedication to service and leadership is not only admirable, it's transformative. She has touched countless lives in our community through her volunteerism, from supporting youth at the Sunshine Kids facility to uplifting seniors through Seniors on the Move, to providing encouragement for women at their women's home, and bringing joy to patients at the MD Anderson Pediatric Prom. Dr. Laster shows up with compassion, purpose, and commitment. Her impact doesn't stop there. She has organized district-wide Lions Club events, including the impactful Hopeful Bags, which provides care and packages to Houston's homeless population. Additionally, she lends her leadership by serving as a guiding lion, helping to strengthen other clubs in our region. She has been named a recipient of the Melvin Jones Award in our Lions Club. Dr. Laster is a servant leader in every sense of the word. Her work embodies values of integrity, dedication, and excellence that I know that this board holds dear. I urge you to recognize her leadership, her character, her extraordinary contributions that she continued to make both in and beyond the Lone Star College community. Thank you for your time and your consideration.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate it. Ms. Barnett, any additional public speakers?
No, sir, that is the last of our public speakers for today.
Okay. Thank you very much, very much. Trustees will now move on with the agenda. Next item, number 6, approval of the minutes. It is now time for approval of the minutes of the May 1st, 2025 regular meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, there being no corrections, do I have a motion to approve the minutes? I have a motion by trustee Wilson. Do I have a second?
Second.
I would trust Mesa? Yes, sir. Oh, vote. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Thank you. Trustee Vogt. Have a motion, a second. We'll now take a vote. Trustees, when I call your name, please say aye, nay, or abstain. Trustee Saldivar is absent. Trustee Wilson? Thank you. Trustee Broussard?
Aye.
Thank you. Trustee Stoma is absent. Trustee Mesa?
Aye.
Thank you. Trustee Murillo?
Aye.
Thank you. Trustee Vogt?
Aye.
Thank you. Trustee Kane?
Aye.
Thank you. Trustee Sullivan? Aye. The motion passes and the minutes are approved. We'll now move to section 7, special reports and announcements. Chancellor Castillo.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's start with, I think it was last month, we had 19 semifinalists from the Jack Kent Cook Scholarship. I have a really hard time pronouncing that, to be honest with you. I wanted to let the board know that we had 4 winners, so 4 finalists. Which tied the country for the #1 amount of finalists for one school. There was only 5 in Texas, and 4 of them attend Lone Star College. And so, yeah, so I just wanted to give you that update. We didn't want to interrupt their summer vacation with asking them to come to the meeting, so that's why they're not here. Also wanted to recognize Dr. Christy VN, who the Houston Business Journal recently named her a CFO award recipient, which is awarded to financial leaders in Greater Houston who have demonstrated exceptional leadership, strategic vision, and financial stewardship within the organization. And she's going to be recognized along with 30 honorees in the inaugural ceremony on July 23rd, 2025. And so we have a table. So if you'd like to join us to give Dr. VN, will be in touch with that. Also, we have some new additions. For the faculty, we repurposed positions. These are not new positions. For those of you who don't know, we essentially had 2 positions that we've now recycled into something else. So they're not new positions, but they're new human beings to the Chancellor's office, and I want to recognize them. They work in what is now the Office of the Board Liaison. So for the public, let me tell you, I'm going to say this as respectfully and candidly as possible. The board keeps us busy. And so there's a lot of requests, there's a lot of oversight, and there's a lot of questions about the agenda and essentially what we're up to, which is as it should be. So in order to make sure that Ms. Barnett had more than enough help, we have hired, or she has hired 2 new people, and I want to recognize them. So Vanessa Reed. There's Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa. So Vanessa began on May 16th. She's a former board coordinator for the Houston Galveston Area Council. She's a former employee of the City of Sugar Land Commissioner's Court and the County Judge's Office. She holds a master's degree in public education and a bachelor's degree in business and Christian counseling. She recently married, has a 13-year-old daughter, and is active in the autism community. So welcome, Vanessa. Glad to have you aboard. And then the second person is Maria Angela Cordero Pinto. And she just started 3 days ago on June 2nd. So she's a former employee of Spring Branch ISD. She worked in community engagement. She's a former employee of Florida International University working in board governance and strategic initiatives. She holds a bachelor's degree in public relations, advertising, and applied communications. She enjoys cooking, party planning, and gardening, looks forward to owning a farm one day. All right, and the last person is we have a new part-time clerk, an intern, because we pay all of our interns at Lone Star College, so we call them part-time clerks. Delaria Smith began on June 4th. She's a recent graduate of LSE Houston North Victory and Victory Early College High School, achieving an Associate of Arts in teaching alongside her high school diploma. So before I keep going, let me tell you where I met Delaria. There she is. Let's give her a round of applause. So I met Delaria at an event actually that a community member was putting on for me, and they had people sort of coming up and talking about what they wanted to be essentially when they grew up. And Delaria, I believe you were 16 or 17 at the time. She said that she wanted to be a community college chancellor. Um, and so I said, all right, well, you're a minor, can't hire you until you turn 18. So hit me back up after you're 18. And so to her credit, as soon as she turned 18, she reached out. And so she's our summer intern here. And she intends to enlist in the United States Marine Corps as soon as she's done with her internship. And again, her aim is to become a community college chancellor. She's a volunteer tutor and she volunteers with Aldine Boats. And so she's on her way. And I can tell you that one of my dreams is one day be able to say that the chancellor of Lone Star College is one of its former students. And so Delaria, you're on your way. Thank you for lending us your trust and your labor. It's always really important when young people trust us with their careers. And I take that very seriously. So those are the recognitions. Nicole, will you come up, please? Nicole Robinson. And I'm calling audibles too, by the way. I like when the meetings aren't rehearsed, right? So when you call audibles in the middle of them, I think they go a little bit more lively. So we had the Foundation Star Gala on May 3rd of 2025, and I have this nice little flyer that her office put together. So we raised $534,994. And I can tell you that before I became chancellor, I'm kind of a reclusive hermit, and I became chancellor in spite of that. But before I became chancellor, our gala was really the only gala that I went to. Now, as the chancellor, I go to many galas. I'm gala'd out, right? But I'll tell you this, our gala is so nice. And once you start going to other galas, it's a little bit like traveling. You kind of appreciate home more. And so I wanted to recognize the amazing work that you and your staff do. Our gala is literally my favorite one, and I'm not just saying that because I'm the chancellor. It's heartwarming, it's touching. People always follow up and give us great feedback about how it runs. So anything that you would like to add about the gala that I haven't mentioned?
I think our favorite part this year is we bumped up our student experience and we had a student MC for the first time. We had some really great student performers. And so engaging students more will be a goal moving forward to showcase the work.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, wasn't there a donor that was so impressed with the musical talents of our students from Tomball actually that they made a donation, an unplanned donation or something like that, right? I'm gonna let you tell it because I'm gonna mess
There
it
was
up.
a donor in the audience who loved the performance. The students had just finished their production of Hello Dolly, and so our guests had a little snippet of that on stage. They loved that so much that they made sure to award a scholarship to every one of the students who performed on that stage for the fall semester, and they made a donation to the Performing Arts program at Tomball to thank them for being a part of it.
Wow. Thank you, Nicole, on behalf of the entire institution. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you for being a good sport about the Audible. I appreciate it. All right. We also had spring commencements from May 8th to May 10th. And I'm really proud to say 2 years ago, we had 11,000 graduates. This year we had 13,000. And I'll tell you, for those of you that missed it, there was also a surprise chancellor musical number at the Spanish graduation. Yes, folks, I play trumpet for those of you that did not know. And I went down there and I played with the mariachi and they carried me. I'm not going to lie to you. I played third part. I was not playing the melody, but it was great. And we had 13,000. So I think that next year we're going to shoot for 15,000 a 2,000 increase from last so that we can graduate 15,000 students, but they got to earn it. We're not going to give it to them. They got to earn it, right? Because one of the things that I always talk about is if we graduate people and they're not successful, then we did not do them a service that they hired us to do. And so, yeah, so that leads directly to Dr. Vienne's point with HB8, that's 2,000 more outcomes than we had the year before. And it's really the ultimate outcome, right? The students graduate, and hopefully they have, they get better jobs. We have Juneteenth holiday coming up. And tomorrow, actually, tomorrow's June 6th. So tomorrow is the anniversary of the landing at Normandy, correct? Right? Yes. Yes. Someone confirm? Yes. Okay. So one of the traditions that I started is that we lower the flags. So for the board, for tomorrow, and Chief, I'm directing you to lower the flags tomorrow in honor of the landing at Normandy, for all of those American heroes, really world heroes that gave their lives. And I can't really talk about it because then it's there's so much honor in that. But anyway, I'm going to move on. Juneteenth, we're celebrating from June 19th to the 22nd. And I'm tagging along on a Juneteenth field trip. So if the board would like to come, it's next Thursday. I'm calling so many audibles here. If you're free next Thursday, come on down with us. We're going to go down to Galveston, I believe. And I've had nothing to do with the planning. I've just been told where to show up. So I can't give you more details, but I believe there's a museum involved. And really, we're going down there to sort of learn more about what Juneteenth is, along with students and professors. And then, of course, we have Independence Day holiday, and we don't have a July board meeting, so please don't show up in July, for you will be alone. And that's all I have, Chair. Thank you.
Good, thank you. There's a lot going on, and we appreciate you being as involved as you are. We'll now move on to Chancellor's Cabinet. Lone Star College Kingwood President Melissa Gonzalez will be coming up to the podium for a presentation.
Good morning. I am excited to be here. I'm Melissa Gonzalez. Chair Sullivan, Board of Trustees, Chancellor Castillo, colleagues, guests, it is my honor to be presenting today. I will be sharing the life-changing opportunities Lone Star College offers in our continuing education division. Each of the campuses, except online, houses welcoming CE offices, which make it so easy for our families in our communities to begin their educational journey. Oops. Oh, sorry. I will be speaking about, of course, data, looking at data, talking about our all program. And of course, we have to talk about success stories, achievement events, and I'm going to recognize the directors. But more importantly, we're going to talk about what is CE. And I did want to share to you the inaugural Certified Nursing Assisting ceremony that we had back in December at the LSC East Aldine Center. So continuing education consists of fast track certificates, and they lead to it's a high demand, high paying career. Each program includes either an industry recognized certification or a national occupational accreditation. We also have a lot of CE programs that are completed in 6 months or less. And under the CE umbrella, we do have the ESOL program, high school equivalency, which is a GED program, but also the Academy for Lifelong Learning, or the ALL program. I wanted to share with you over 30 short-term certificates, again, ranging from A+ certification to EMT, to welding, to phlebotomy, personal trainer, you name it, we have it. I also wanted to share with you our modes as far as instructional mode for CE programs. You can see we are face-to-face. The majority of the CE programs are face-to-face. We have some online at 18% this past year. And I also want to introduce to you the HighFlex. The HighFlex model is a primarily face-to-face class, but it offers the students the flexibility to attend online in real time if needed. So if they're taking care of an ill child, or if they're not feeling well themselves, this ensures students get engaged without missing a class due to unforeseen circumstances. So during the time that they would be attending class face-to-face, they could go online and take the class and not miss out on the class. So we're excited to be increasing that number of HighFlex options for our students. I wanted to show to you our enrollment. As you can see, our student enrollment has been steadily increasing each year, and we're still actively enrolling for summer term. So we're going to see those numbers increase. For our completers, our workforce programs are also growing, I should say steadily, is maintaining, steadily increasing each year. And we are expecting more completers this summer as there's more programs being completed this summer. Our GED and ESL count, as you can see, our numbers have declined, primarily due to a reduced grant funding for free ESOL and GED courses supported by HGAC. Unfortunately, further funding cuts are anticipated for this coming year. We are working on getting more local funding and scholarships to make up for the reduction in grants. I also wanted to share this beautiful quote from one of our ESOL students from Houston North, Munabi Ahmed, who really gives credit to the program for giving her the reading and writing skills she needs. I wanted to share also about our Academy of Lifelong Learning, which started at LSC Montgomery. This program has grown every year with over 500 classes offered across our campuses and centers. Adults age 50 and over can enjoy unlimited access for over just $25 per year, regardless of location. So they can go to any location and it'll be just $25 a year. Of course, I cannot end a presentation without talking about our students. So I did want to share with you more student success stories from our campuses, and I just highlighting our CMA program, kind of the before, and then of course they graduated also in December, again, the inaugural class of clinical medical assistants at East Aldine Center. All right, we'll get started with Lone Star College Sci-Fair. We have Miss Chloe Lynn. Chloe recently began a position in engineering and earned her AutoCAD draftsman certificate to enhance her skills and build confidence in her new role. She's doing great in her new position. And in Houston North, I wanted to share with you that Mr. Rafael Flores was part of an empowering solar grant program based at the LSC Victory Center. This program prepares students for career in the fast-growing solar industry, specifically in solar panel installation. With this training, Mr. Flores is on his way to a rewarding and impactful career. Representing Lone Star College Kingwood, Lucero Villafaña, she is currently in her second year as a dental hygiene student, but her journey began on campus as a CE dental assisting student. After earning her nationally recognized dental assisting certificate and gaining several years of hands-on experience, she chose to further her education. Lucero is not only advancing in our dental hygiene program, she's also part of a special cohort pursuing a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene through a partnership between LSC and University of North Texas. At Montgomery and home of the Mavericks, we proudly represent Shalay Shunaman. Grateful for the opportunities she has received, Shalay, supported by her dedicated instructor, Ms. Williams, she is now on her path to a fulfilling career as a clinical medical assistant. At North Harris, we have Janice Guerra. She describes her experience in the Certified Nursing Assistant program as one of the best and expresses deep gratitude for the warm and welcoming environment she encountered. Thanks to this experience, Janice is now on her way to a rewarding career in the healthcare field. In Tomball, we have Mr. Vincent Morrison. He gained the skills and knowledge needed to successfully pass his certification exam for sterile processing technician. He described his experience as highly positive with convenient access to the program and also to nearby clinics. And finally, at University Park, we have Jamael Jaquan James. Now, this is a really special program because we partnered with a local nonprofit called Petra Cares, and we developed a continuing education workforce program called the Automotive Lubrication Technician Program. Jamael participated in this intensive 6-week program that offers both hands-on training and guarantees employment for him and all participants who successfully complete the course. So as you can see, our programs are truly transforming lives, and these achievements deserve to be celebrated. Individual recognition ceremonies are held at LSC Kingwood and at Montgomery. and while other campuses honor their students' successes during annual commencement ceremonies. I would also like to recognize the continuing education directors at our campuses, along with the program directors who oversee specific CE programs. If you are here with us today, or anybody in the CE department, please stand so we can acknowledge you. We also have CE catalogs for anyone interested in learning more about our offerings or registering for classes. So would you all stand up? Let's give a round of applause to our CE directors. We also have program directors also here. Thank you. So just want to show with you we have catalogs. We actually do have regular catalogs for our CE programs. So before I share my final thoughts, I want to highlight a recent celebration at the East Aldine Center just last week. I wasn't able to get pictures because I had to submit this before. I had the pleasure of inviting today the top graduate from our very first bilingual electrocardiogram monitor technician, or EKG class, held at our East Aldine Center. Mariela Bedoya, a proud East Aldine native and MacArthur High School alumna. Mariela dedicated Saturdays only in March, April, and the early May of this year from 9 to 1 to complete the program. She is now a certified EKG technician ready to begin her career in this growing healthcare field. Mariela, would you please stand so we can recognize your achievement? Thank you so much for the opportunity to share life-changing programs available at Lone Star College through continuing education. Today, families no longer need to spend 1, 2, or even 3 years to gain skills and knowledge needed to pursue their dreams. Many of our programs lead to nationally recognized credentials in just a few weeks, opening the door to rewarding and fulfilling careers in such a short amount of time. I'll leave you with a quote from Betsy Mendoza, a December 2024 graduate from our very first clinical medical assisting program at the East Aldine Center, where she says that being in the medical field was something I have always dreamed of since I was little. Helping others and being able to make a positive impact on their lives has always been my dream. We are making dreams come true through our CE program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Any questions or comments, trustees? Okay, appreciate it. Great.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, we'll now move to board members, trustees. Do you have any special reports or announcements? I'll start down on my right, if you don't mind, and then come in. Trustee Broussard, anything to report on or announcements? Thank you. Trustee Vogt. Thank you. Trustee Wilson.
So I was able to attend the East Aldine ceremony they just had last week, and it was really exciting and inspiring because we were there. I was with Trustee Saldivar, and it was almost standing room only with family, and you could just feel the hope that they had and the love and expression. It was really nice, and I appreciate being able to witness it because families were crying and grandfathers was like, smile, smile. You know, they were really excited because they can see the hope and they can feel and the inspiration was there, and they had the thought and idea like, I can do this, or we can do this, and maybe I should, you know, because they even offered for the families to even come, you know, just to be a part of Lone Star. And I thought that was awesome because sometimes people don't feel comfortable enough to, or they don't feel like they can be a part of something, but they see that kind of was like a family environment, and it was really special, and I appreciate it. So thank you for the invite.
Nice, ma'am. Those are kind words. Thank you. Trustee Mesa.
Yes, I just want to share my experience at the Lone Star College Tomball graduation, how welcoming everyone was, how beautiful the graduation ceremony was out in the open air. And obviously the fireworks are really cool as well. And I guess for me being a new trustee and being fairly young and presiding over some of these commencement ceremonies, it was really an incredible experience for me. And I didn't realize how I don't want to say taxing, but how sore you can be after standing for many hours and shaking many hands. But it was really cool to see, you know, all the smiling faces, the young graduates from the early colleges, and then our Lone Star students, and then also the Spanish language ceremony, which I had even mentioned to the chancellor how amazing it would have been to have had that, when I graduated 10 years ago from my parents, but I'm so glad to be able to be a part of it now. And I saw the chancellor's graduation sneakers and I got to hear him play trumpet. And so it was just a really amazing experience for me. And I'm very grateful to be here and for everybody's support to our students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trustee Mason. Trustee Kane?
In a similar way, was able to attend several at the Berry Center, commencement ceremonies at the Berry Center, as well as M.O. Campbell, and great events. Just want to thank the college presidents and all of the people behind the scenes who put those events together and did such a terrific job.
Thank you, Trustee Kane. Trustee Murillo?
I also attended several of the commencement exercises, and as always, it's just an incredible way to really feel what we do here, and the connection with the people and the families, like you said, someone mentioned earlier, my colleague, Trustee Wilson, about just no matter, it never gets old. Let me say it that way. It's always incredible. I got to go to Kingwood. You all did a great job. North Harris, awesome. And it's first, I didn't get to go last year to the Spanish one. So to me, this was the first one. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect our chancellor to play the trumpet, that's for sure. Was it the trumpet? Is that the instrument? And I asked him, I said, you have any more secrets, any more things you have to reveal? And he said, stay tuned. So no, so I think it was all in good fun. Yeah, I always look forward to the commencements, but the main thing I wanted to say, I want to thank everyone who played a role in putting them together, because it's a lot of work. Which one was it? I carried lights and went outside and it was a bachelor's. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I forgot to mention that one. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun as well. So yeah, it's just I want to commend everyone involved in that and look forward to next time. Thanks.
Thank you, Trustee Murillo. I just have a couple comments. I attended several graduations as well. It's always fun. It never gets old. I am continuing to work with Dr. Gonzalez on the Kingwood community event, and I encourage my colleagues here to work with your respective campus president and make sure that you have the resources you want. If you run into budgeting questions, you can direct those to either the chancellor or Dr. Vienne. But Dr. Gonzalez, really looking forward to our event. It's going to be great and appreciate you taking the lead on it. I have said from the beginning, this is her event, not my event. So it's going to be successful because of that. So good work, and we look forward to it. And then lastly, since we do not meet next month in July, wish everybody a successful summer, take time off, recharge, spend time doing what you want to do, and just get ready for the fall semester because it'll be here before you know it. So thank you. That's the end of our comments.
Chair?
Yes, sir.
I wonder if I could come back on.
Yes, sir. Chair recognizes Trustee Vogt.
I went to several of the graduations, and I just had to, I've been doing this a long time, but I've got a personal best. I got to shake the hands of 1,400 plus graduates this year, and that's my personal best.
Well,
Let me
Trustee-
say,
sorry,
let me
yeah.
say, I went to Montgomery Lone Star, and Dr. Reed Hart did a fantastic job. I have to compliment her. And I think this was the highest number so far of graduates. Is that right? It was 600 plus, what, 620, I think, graduates. How many? 625. And it was a lot of standing, but it was wonderful. And we got to, and Trustee Vaught was there as well. And it was fabulous to be a part of that and to shake hands with all of those graduates. And so thank you for letting us be a part of that.
Thank you, trustee Broussard and trustee Vogt. Next item, we're going to do our board committees, and a custom that I've started. I'm just every month, and as much to give an opportunity to the committee chairs to talk about their committee. It highlights the work that our committees are doing and will be doing going forward. So I'll call on the chair of each committee and you either say what any report or you just pass. So audit and finance, we have a meeting scheduled here in the next couple of weeks. I'll now call on, let's see, policy review is chaired by trustee Saldivar. She's absent. Chair goals and evaluation, trustee Murillo.
No report at this point.
Okay, thank you, trustee Murillo. Grievance is chaired by trustee Wilson. Okay, thank you, trustee Wilson. Committees on committee on committees, trustee Kane.
The Enterprise Resource Planning Committee has met and had some preliminary discussions about that project.
Okay, thank you, trustee Kane. Community engagement, trustee Mesa.
No updates at this moment.
Okay, thank you. Technology, good time for Mr. Crawl to come forward. We are implementing a new process for committees. Every committee will be given a charge so that you don't have to like wake up on Wednesday and go, what am I going to do with my committee today? Working with the administration, we're coming up with charge of work for each committee. It does not limit what a committee can do. It's a guide for what your committee work can do. It will also enable the administration to work with committees to accomplish mutual goals. And this is a partnership and we can all benefit from it. Please, sir. I get one as well. Thank you. And the first charge we're handing out is for the technology committee, and that is chaired by trustee Stoma. He is not present, so I'm going to ask Ms. Barnett if you would make sure that trustee Stoma is given an electronic copy of his charge. Okay, thank you. Trustees, if you have any comments as we move through the committee process, feel free to let me know. It needs to be collaborative and all of us work together and me to assist where I'm able, but also not to get in your way. All right, we'll now move on to section 8, consideration of the consent agenda. Trustees, I'd like to consider action item number 25 separately. This will give us an opportunity to hear the committee's recommendation and to discuss if needed, and then take a roll call vote. Are there any items to be pulled for discussion and separate consideration other than item 25? And I'll start on the left. Trustee Murillo, any items to pull?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost it. The one about the project, man? Project, man?
If you could give me the item number, please.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you.
Yeah, come back to me.
Okay, trustee Kane?
I lost.
No items.
Okay, thank you, trustee Mesa.
No items, Chair.
Thank you very much. Trustee Broussard? Thank you. Trustee Vogt? Thank you. Trustee Wilson? Thank you, trustee Wilson. Okay, trustee Murillo, back on you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Take your time, seriously. It,
Thank you.
it always seems longer when you're.
I wrote it down and then I just didn't. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass.
Okay,
I'll follow up on it
All right,
later.
well,
Thank you. It's not-
thank you
not a-
very
it was
much.
a General question.
All right. I'm going to ask board counsel a question. Do I need to say items 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, can I just say 1 through 24? Okay, thank you. Okay, trustees, may I have a motion to approve consent agenda items numbers 1 through 24? Have a motion by trustee Wilson. May I have a second, trustee Broussard? Any discussion? No discussion. I'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Saldivar is absent. Trustee Wilson? Thank you, trustee Wilson. Trustee Broussard?
Yes.
Thank you, trustee Broussard. Trustee Stoma is absent. Trustee Mesa?
Aye.
Thank you, trustee Mesa. Trustee Murillo?
Yes.
Thank you, trustee Murillo. Trustee Vogt?
Aye.
Thank you, trustee Vogt. Trustee Kane?
Yes.
Thank you, trustee Kane. Trustee Sullivan votes aye as well. The items pass unanimously. One item passes unanimously. All right, trustees, we are now going to hear the financial report from Dr. Bien.
Thank you, trustees. I feel like I've probably shared all the finance stuff we want to hear today, but obviously very important for those that didn't get to attend the budget hearing earlier is what I was referring to, a workshop. So as a reminder, the financial statements that you have in your packet are through month end April 30th. So when we come back in August, you'll see 2 months then, because right now we're still closing out for the preceding months. Again, the system continues to track revenues as expected, if not ahead of our projections. And here you can see the revenue projections or receipts as by category. And we had received 471 million in total revenue received through month end of April. When you're looking at expenditures, again, we continue to track a little bit down from previous years. We have thus far at the end of April, $281 million in total expenditures. Payroll is typically around 92 million to the end of the fiscal year from this point. Looking at our accounts, we will probably if we continue to trend in this direction, we'll probably have budget authority remaining unspent from the previous year, but we'll be able to give you a better idea of what that is at the August board meeting and what that looks like. When you're looking at it from month to month comparison, again, our total budget revenue receivables that we anticipate is 513 million, which was budgeted. And then again, we've received almost 92% of that. So again, still with 4 months remaining in the fiscal year, we are well on track to reach, if not exceed, budget expectations for revenue. And again, this is where we were compared to the same point at the same month last year. Looking at expenditures, again, as aforementioned, we are tracking a little bit down in expenditures to this exact same period last year. We had spent approximately 58, almost 59% of the budget. This year, we're tracking about 57% of the budget actually spent. So again, slightly lower when we're comparing month over month. When we're looking at the financial statement, I mentioned the variances previous months to you. The variance is totaling about $14.6 million anticipated. As we discussed at the budget, again, don't want to foreshadow, we do expect a new variance this summer, which will be student revenues. The good news is that that variance is on the positive side to the tune of $5 million. So we do anticipate around $18 to $19 million of variances in the positive direction, if you will. When you're looking at expenditures to date, no significant variances to report, nothing, which is always the good news on the expenditure side. We have $242 million in expenditure through month end of April. And again, no significant variances outside of what was anticipated. In your financial packet, you also have the balance sheet. You have the statement of revenues and expenditures, which includes the Harvey Recovery Fund, your balance sheet, and the summary of investment funds. As indicated, we still are tracking well above board policy in relation to cash reserves, holding in excess of 169 million in cash reserves, which is far above the percentage required by board policy. And again, we'll continue to track that and have updates in August as to what that might look like for next fiscal year. Happy to entertain any questions that the trustees or the chancellor may have.
Thank you. Any questions, trustees? Seeing none. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you,
Bien. It's been a long day for you. Been great. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, the Board of Trustees, in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, will move into closed session under one or more of the following provisions. Section 551.071, Section 551.072, Section 551.074, and Section 551.076. We now move into closed session at 11:30 a.m. Good. Thank you. The regular meeting is reconvening at 12:42. Let the record reflect that Trustee Miriam Saldivar is logged on virtually and will be participating in this vote. May I have a motion to approve agenda item number 25?
So moved.
A motion
Most-
by, excuse me, I'm going to call on trustee Wilson for the
Yeah.
motion, please.
Thank you, Chair. I move to approve the second amended executive employment agreement between the Lone Star College System and Mario K. Castillo and the compensation recommendations of the Goals and Evaluation Committee pursuant to that agreement.
Good. Trustee Maria, would you like to second? Second. As committee chair, turn that microphone on so you're on.
Second,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me just say that the this item concerns the contract for renewal contract for the chancellor. And the committee and the full board appreciates the leadership that the chancellor has provided. The results speak for themselves. The goals that he has set for this institution are extraordinary, and he is meeting and exceeding those goals. So Chancellor, you have our full support and commitment going forward for us to do everything we can to support you, help this institution be successful. So with that, I'll do a roll call vote. And before I adjourn, I'll ask if anyone has any other comments. So I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No discussion. We'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Saldivar. I'm going to move on. Trustee Wilson. Trustee Wilson votes aye. Trustee Broussard.
Yes.
Trustee Broussard votes yes. Trustee Stoma is absent. Trustee Mesa.
Aye.
Trustee Mesa votes yes. Trustee Murillo.
Aye.
Trustee Murillo votes yes. Trustee Vogt.
Aye.
Trustee Vogt votes yes. Trustee Kane.
Aye.
Trustee Kane votes yes. Trustee Saldivar. We've lost her.
She was right there.
I'm going to take a little pause, but we're still in session. Oh, good. Trustee Saldivar, we've called item 25, and we'd like to know if you vote yes, no, or abstain.
I vote yes.
Thank you, Trustee Saldivar. Trustee Saldivar votes yes. I, Mike Sullivan, vote yes as well. The item passes unanimously. Congratulations to the committee once again for their hard work, and the chancellor. It is on vote.
Thank you. That's all I'm going to say, or else I may cry. So thank you.
Trustees, next item on the agenda, suggested future agenda items. Any future agenda items? See any? With no further business. Oh, I'm sorry. Trustee Broussard, excuse me.
Just that we have that road trip coming up on June 25th, I believe. Isn't it?
Out to the dairy farm.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Correct. No meeting in July.
Is that going to be going to all of the properties?
No, sir, the purpose, in fact, I'll let trustee Bouchard say what the purpose is. It's a specific tour for one purpose.
Well, it's to check out the history and if it's a historical of importance to the college. So so we're going to check out that location.
Okay.
And it's for all of us, correct? Yes. It's and we're leaving at 9 o'clock, I believe, in the morning. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
9 o'clock? And where are we meeting? I can't remember.
Here,
We're meeting right here.
yes.
Okay, well, okay, we'll meet here at this location, June 25th. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Thank you. With no further business to discuss, this board meeting is now adjourned at 12:48 PM. Thank you.
9